At 10, the Mary Black Foundation received an incredible $8 million donation this week. Amazing. It all comes from billionaire MacKenzie Scott, the ex-wife of Amazon founder Jeff Bezos. Now, Scott announced she donated about $2 billion to 343 organizations that she says are supporting the voices and opportunities for people in underserved communities.
Fox Carolina's Zach Perletsky is live in studio now with the difference that this donation can now make. Zach.
Justin and Tori, I'm told this is by far and away the largest single donation the Mary Black Foundation has received in its 25 years of existence, and it's one they're not taking lightly. At Spartanburg Academic Movement, also known as SAM,
tracking kindergarten readiness,
data drives the mission to raise educational achievement in the county.
We've got to work from the time a child is born all the way through high school and through college.
The nonprofit focuses on everything from early reading grades to high school graduation rates, work that can only be done with help from people and organizations like the Mary Black Foundation.
The Mary Black Foundation has supported us in really putting measurements out there to see where our children are in terms of readiness for kindergarten.
SAM is one of the many nonprofits the foundation supports, with the focus on early childhood development and healthy living.
Our board of trustees believe that those are the foundations of a healthy community.
It's that work that President and CEO Molly Talbot Metz believes put the foundation on MacKenzie Scott's radar to the tune of $8 million.
It's a lot of money, and we want to be really strategic about how we invest the resources back into the community.
To help guide where the millions will go, the foundation is forming a committee of staff and board members to find the best use for it.
We will continue to do the general grant making that the Mary Black Foundation does each year, and these funds will be on top of what we've been able to do in the past.
Executive Director of SAM, Dr. Russell Booker, is also on the board of the Mary Black Foundation and understands how big of an impact donations like these can have.
If we really want to move the needle in the nonprofit sector, these organizations have to have capital to do that work. And it has to be capital that's unrestricted.
Now, the foundation found out about a month ago it would receive this $8 million donation. The president and CEO says she expects all of that money to be used over the course of the next few years. Justin?